All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings to the elect out there that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. All right, this lesson is going to be called something along the lines of, it's comeback season or, the greatest comeback of all time. All right, because this is something that the Lord has set up. All right, He set up Israel to go to the bottom and rise up to the top. I'm going to start by reading Deuteronomy 30 and 7. All right, and it says, "And the Lord Yahweh, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." I'm going to start up a bit actually, but yeah, that's basically the point though. Is that the curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, from verse 15 on down, all these curses apply to Israel today. And, and the point, verse 7, he says that he's going to put all those curses on our enemies. Let's see. Yeah, Deuteronomy 30 and 1. "And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whither the Lord thy power hath driven thee, and shalt return unto the Lord thy power, and shalt obey his voice according to all that I commanded thee this day, thou and thy children with all thine heart and with all thy soul." That's what we're doing now, man. When you see the prophets out on the highways and byways, and making videos, they're telling our people, hey, if these curses apply to you, then you're an Israelite. You need to repent and start taking heed to the word of the Lord, so that these blessings can come upon us. It says that then the Lord thy power will turn thy captivity, and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations, whither the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai thy power hath scattered thee. If any of thine be driven out unto the utmost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy power gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it. And he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers. All right, so hey, this is also a clear understanding that the Most High knew we were gonna break the law, statutes, and commandments and become a curse, and fall under the curses and be scattered to the utmost parts of the earth. All right, but he also says when that happens, I'm gonna gather thee. He says, "And the Lord thy power will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed, to love the Lord thy power with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live." All right, because hey, the wages of sin are death. So um, the Deuteronomy 28, starting at 15, it says if we break, or I'll read it. It says, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of thy Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." All right, so the wages of breaking the law, statutes, and commandments is death. All right, is a curse. But he said that he's gonna circumcise our heart so that we may live. And that's part of the new covenant. All right, is well, I'll grab it. It's Hebrews 8. I'll get it in the New Testament. Even though that it's in Isaiah. Hebrews 8. I'll start at 10. Get to the point. "For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind, and write them in their hearts. And I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. They shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. All right, and that's part of the what he's saying, what the scriptures are saying in Deuteronomy 30, is that he's gonna write, the laws on our inward parts, so that we may live. All right, and when that happens, verse 7, it says, And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. Thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord, and do all his commandments which I command thee this day. All right, so when the blessings overtake us, let's get that in Deuteronomy 28. It says, And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, which we'll have no option to, we'll be programmed to be righteous. All right, it says to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, thy power, will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. All right, so we're going to be above all nations. All right, we're going to have that top rank. So right now we're at the bottom. Serving all the nations below. We're the least of the least. But hey, when that new covenant is established, it's comeback season, baby. All right. And yeah, I want to grab this first. This is Psalms, the 2nd chapter. It says, Why do the heathen rage and imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord, Yahweh, and against his anointed, Israel, saying, Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in the sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree. The Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai hath said unto me, Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, and thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. All right, so it's saying, ask of the Lord, and he will give the heathen for thine inheritance. All right, and he's talking to Israel, because right now, the nations are gathered against us. But he says, ask of me, and I will give the heathen for thine inheritance, and break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. So it's gonna the flip comeback season, man. Clear as day. Let's see, what else do I want to grab? Let's grab Amos. Yeah. This is Amos 9 and 11. Or I'll start at 9. I'll start at 8. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power, Yahweh Bashim al Shai, are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. So hey, the Most High has his eye on us, man, and upon the sinful kingdom. He's not going to suffer Jacob to just, keep dying here in Babylon. When I say Jake, I'm referring to the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and other Israelites that may look like the other nations whose line goes back to Israel. All right, because this isn't a thing about color. This is about Israel, man. He won't have us, utterly destroying ourselves here. It says, For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. Not the least grain, man. All right, every one of his chosen men is going to be gathered back. It says, All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. So all the sinners, of our people, the wicked 2/3, hey, y'all are going to have to die in those thermonuclear missiles and in the midst of Jacob's trouble, so on and so forth. But verse 11, it says, "In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, which is the elect," all right, and the 1/3, "and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of let me start over. That they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen." So not just Edom too, man. We got more than one fucking enemy, man. There's Table of Nations, 18 of them motherfuckers. Alright? But Edom is chiefly our number one enemy. That's our rival. The rest are just, fucking I don't know. They're on our hit list, but Edom is at the top of them, on the top of that motherfucker. It says, "Which are called by my name, saith the Lord that doeth this." But yeah, it says we're gonna possess the remnant of Edom, and right now, hey, Esau owns our ass, point blank, period. All right, and the scriptures tell us so. All right, but the knowledge, having the understanding of this prophecy that we're one day gonna be at the top and possess the heathens. Hey, that's comforting, man. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes him that soweth seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt." The plowman overtake the reaper. Right now, Jacob is the plowman, and Esau's reaping all the benefits. It says, "And I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them. They shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them." Hey man, those blessings are gonna be on us. Because right now we can't enjoy the fruits of our labor. The other nations are enjoying the fruits of our labor. Every time we Jake invents something or becomes more productive, Esau is right there taking our shit. If you get a raise, you get taxed more. So on and so forth. "And I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled up out of their land, which I give them, saith the Lord thy power." Hey, so we're going to have our own spot. We're going to be chilling. But yeah, having an understanding of this prophecy is comforting. This is Revelation 2:9. "I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich." How are we rich? Because even though we're suffering in poverty right now, the riches are promised to us. It's like, I'll give you a parable. It's like an unpaid intern. You just work. You're basically a slave. You may even have to pay dues to work at this dream job that you have. You ain't getting paid shit, but you're in tight with the CEO, and he said, "Hey, just tough it out for 7 years, and then I'll give you the CEO position. But for right now, for 7 years, you just got to be at the bottom." Hey, he's gonna eat shit for 7 years because he knows at the end of those 7 years, he's gonna be chilling. All right, that's like unto Israel. All right, that's what we're going through now. Just the 7 years of eating shit. Hey, and we're at the tail end of those 7 years. All right, but hey, man, those riches are about to come in, man. It says, "And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan." So the Most High knows what's going on. He knows the blasphemies that are happening in the earth. He sees your works and your tribulations. He's hit. Let's see. There's one in Revelation that says same thing that I read in Psalms, the second chapter, about ruling the nations. Yep. Yeah, this is what's promised to us, man. This is Revelation 2, and I'll start at 25. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come. All right, so all the understanding that we have right now, hold fast to it until we see Yahushua break them clouds on those so-called UFOs on the chariots, the vehicles of the Alahayim, the angels, till we see Yahushua come back, with the host of angels. Hey, hold on to this truth, man. Be consumed by it. Keep reading, keep watching videos, keep praying. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. So just like Yahushua has received that inheritance, the elect are going to receive the same thing. Matter of fact, let's get that in Romans 8. This is Romans 8 and 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. And if children, then heirs, heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Yahushua, if so be that we suffer with him. Yahushua had to suffer. Is a servant greater than his master? Should we not suffer the same things? That we may be also glorified together. So, we're going to suffer with him so we can be glorified with him. That Yahushua is just, a good role model. He went through it, and he expects us to do the same. All right? And Yahushua was rewarded, and he's coming back to reward his servants. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So all the shit that you have to go through right now, just go through it, man. Do what you got to do. But hold on to the knowledge of that the glory that's going to be revealed in us is going to far outweigh whatever hell we went through and shit. As much as prophecy is popping off now, that glory is getting revealed to us, man. This exciting times we're living in, yeah, I'll end it there, man. The comeback season of Israel, man, it's approaching. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash, Shalom.